Let the feed load in. We are here today to announce the giveaway or the contest winners for the Sibyl AI launch. Let's see here. All right, so it looks like everything is transmissioning well or transmitting well, transmissioning. And let me just see the chat real quick here. Bam. Okay, so it looks like everybody is showing up here. All right, so I'm going to jump right into this. It's not going to be a super long presentation today. I'm just going to again be announcing our amazing contest winners. And also I'm going to be showing some of the things that have occurred with the contest itself. And also, of course, we give thanks to all those that have participated. From what I can see, it definitely came down to the wire. And even some of the differentiating points definitely came about because of certain things that I'm just going to mention before we get into the announcement. So let's first take a look here at Product Hunt. And as you know, well, first of all, if I'm going to let you take a look at it, I need to get you on the screen. So give me one quick second here. Okay. All right. So we're going to take a quick look here at Product Hunt. And Product Hunt, as I mentioned, is the #1 website for new software. So when something's coming out, this is where it's going to come out first. And of course, Sibyl AI, since it's the first, it launched on this platform. And so let's look how we did. So we actually launched on a Sunday and we were able to make Product Hunt fourth of the day. And we were also able to get a weekly rank of 23. And we had received over time approximately 732 upvotes and 144 comments, which is awesome. And we also even have quite a few reviews. I think it was somewhere around 100 and some odd reviews. This is excellent. Obviously, this pushes the platform up further. I think we do rank, or not think, but I know we do rank now, at least on the first page of Google for the keyword spiritual AI. And that is, of course, because of that Product Hunt link, as we're seeing it here. So we're on our way because eventually we want to completely dethrone this whole column and sit right up here at the top, because we know that not only are these just technically, there's one mock-up here, and then there's an article here, and then there's this, which we won't talk about right now. And so with that being said, we see ourselves on the way to actually making it shake and really bringing this emergence of destruction of spiritual illiteracy and making that happen here on the planet, especially if we're going to be able to have a better existence for each person individually. So this means individual spiritual education, which is in many ways private, is definitely something that we want to forward, especially with all the disinformation and all the things happening today with the hijacking of the ancient knowledge, and you name it, it's going on. So we want to make a space where someone who wants the truth is actually able to get the truth. Now, I will also mention, though, is that just from the sheer breadth of the community, meaning how many of us are actually inside of the community, I believe that we do need to get ourselves organized. I thought about maybe calling an emergency meeting of all conscious community leaders, et cetera, because it does seem like no matter what is going on in the space, it's very difficult, unless it's sensationalized, to get people to pay attention to something, even if it just means pushing a button. And so in this case, we were asking those who had the opportunity to come in and just upvote. And at the end of the day, I think even in one of the recent videos that I did, there was 16,000 people who watched that video within 1 hour. Many will remember that I went in for 5 hours. And again, this call just went to everyone. And but again, people do what they want to do. But if it's just pushing a button versus somebody asking you for money, I think it's something entirely different. And I believe that if we have an issue getting people to push a button, then maybe we need to take a step back and really reanalyze really what the priorities are of the community. As I mentioned before, if we ask everyone, so let's say best case scenario, what would you want to see out of all of this? Then they probably wouldn't be able to answer you. So there's going to be a little bit more on our side, especially just getting organized and figuring out like who is really about the expansion, and what places we can go in the world where there will be more adoption towards things like this. And of course, we're going to continue to build with the community and just get everyone to a state of consciousness where they feel that they're just ready to contribute more to the activation of the world versus self-activation, right? And so another thing that I wanted to bring up is that when I looked at the ending ranks here, which again, congratulations to everyone that participated. I believe we had over 100, maybe 200 that participated within this quest or this giveaway. And we did see some just come in and kind of get those first quests started, which I don't think that any of this was made to be complicated. It was actually made to allow everyone to be able to do something that was going to help us, and then also be able to do something that will help assist the cause. And then, of course, if you could get your rank on, then you can also win some pretty cool prizes. So that was really our intention. And so as you can see here, we closed down at 12 o'clock midnight. And I think next time I do another quest, I will make it more of like 12 o'clock noon. That way everybody is awake when we're needing to process those finals that came in before the 12 o'clock mark, or 12 o'clock or midnight mark. And I'll definitely say that, especially in approving the quest and seeing just what was being accomplished, it seemed that especially our brother Vince was able to pull out ahead due to him at least being able to get the product onto a channel with over 5,000 subscribers that could review the product. So that does also say that pretty much everyone had trouble getting someone to that had over a certain amount of subscribers to actually review this product. And I just think that overall it's, just a lack of not knowing too many people that actually have some type of influence or reach like that are willing to just look at something and give it a fair shot. So again, these are things that are observations. This is also why we do these sprints, and we get more familiar with our audience and all of that, because it gives us a perfect vision on what needs to be done versus like maybe some ideas, because again, or just things that you haven't tried out yet, right? Because I believe that what happens is sometimes we think, oh yeah, if we invent that or we create that, then everybody will love that. And, it does take some time to actually get everyone to even realize what that actually is. So that's what we'll be going forward with, we'll be going forward with continuously launching Sibyl to the world, actually doing more multilingual things with the platform itself. So that way, when even people are landing on the website, it's immediately changing the language. And also just really getting stuff out in other languages to let everybody know also that this is available. And then also our trial periods are there. I definitely could say we had a lot of users trying out Sibyl AI, and that's always incredible, because as they go forward, hopefully they will choose to subscribe, because of course, if it has value in their life, then they can see where that value could be recouped. So let's go ahead and go to our announcements, our announcements of the 4 winners. Of course, I did show that page just briefly, so you've already seen it. You have our brother Vince here, or actually, yeah, I guess that's a brother Vince in first place. Congratulations. That was especially seeing how it was coming down in the last moments, that was a hell of an achievement. I think at no point did anyone know whether or not they had made that spot. Tias went in, like clearly he had a mission, I think since the beginning. I saw some jumping in the first hour versus I saw some kind of coming in even the next day. And I feel like, for those who waited until the next day or whatever to get started, that had already meant that someone had kind of the jump on you that was a little bit more aggressive at making sure that they get this prize, which of course the prizes are incredible. We gave away some cosmic clocks. We gave away some vector equilibriums. We gave away some courses. And if anyone is, of course, in these runnings and you see your name here, which is, of course, also Kevy Wevy here, and then Coco Alston, you can, of course, reach us in live support, which is available on any of our websites, including Sibyl AI, and you will be able to redeem your prizes. We'll get your information and get you taken care of. And so, yeah, that's what I have for you now. Again, we have some stuff to do. So, and of course, it's Monday, so I didn't want to hold you in the space. Let me just check the chat here just to make sure everybody is cool. And again, we'll just move on to the next phase of the growth. Sometimes it's like moving up a mountain, but the peak and the summit is beautiful, right? So you can always look forward to what comes when you put that time and that energy in. and you know you have something that is extremely valuable and indispensable for growth, right? Because that is what it's going to be to actually generate this tribe. We're going to have to do a lot less just overall talking and actually start building things, because that's going to put us in a position to actually have something for those that are coming. I'm already seeing a lot of use cases for Sibyl, that's ranging from those who are getting themselves together all the way to children being educated, because you can always prompt Sibyl and say, okay, explain this very complicated spiritual concept as a 5-year old. We were just talking about that this morning. So again, for us, it's really digging a bit deeper and seeing, what are those use cases, and truly what is the best use for Sibyl, especially at this stage since it's so early. Yeah. All right, tribe. I'll be talking to everyone soon. Of course, there was an explosive build that happened this Friday. It's an entirely new level of awareness and entirely new level of knowledge of what exactly is going on in the realm. So I look forward to how that's going to continuously come out, and that information is going to be made available to everyone. And of course, as we continue to go forward in this, we'll just keep our hearts strong and our minds clear, especially in these times. Wholeness. All right, wholeness.